Alright, that's game. Alright, I'm going to talk about how to play Willy Wonka. This will be about 2 or 3 minutes, just a quick overview of what you're trying to achieve.
Game over.
That sound good, chat? So,
I want it now!
I'm going to talk about the back screen and what's going on there and what it all means, and I'm going to talk about the goals in the game too. So the name of the game is, the goal is to get 5 golden tickets and get to pure imagination wizard mode. To get the 5 golden tickets, first one is just a gimme. It gives it to you
It's nice to have
while you play, if you're playing well enough. The second one is for gobstoppers. You need to hit the gobstopper machine 3 times, or sink 3. You hit it once to open it and sink a ball. You need to sink 3 balls to start gobstopper multi-ball, and while that's running, you make jackpot shots to open the hole and sink a ball to collect a gobstopper. If you look on the LCD, underneath the green gobstopper machine, there's 5 plates. Those are the 5 different characters. Augustus is red, Violet, Veruca is pink, Charlie is yellow, Violet is violet, and Mike TV is cyan. And each time you sink a gobstopper in the gobstopper multi-ball, it puts a gobstopper on that plate. If you get all 5, you get a golden ticket. So that's gobstoppers for golden ticket. Kid multi-ball golden ticket. So you qualify kids by hitting their colored shots. So like right now, there's a cyan shot under the TV that would qualify Mike TV. There's a red spinner shot later that qualifies Augustus. Violet is qualified by hitting the gum targets. Charlie and Veruca are both done through factory modes. I'll get to that in a minute. But when a kid is qualified, if you look on the left, on a vertical pipe, left of the LCD, there's grayed out caricatures of all the kids. When they are qualified, that is color. Now there's 3 states for those kids. Qualified, collected,
I'm so glad you could
and
come.
completed. And so qualified makes them colored in. At which point, their color starts flashing at the captive ball shot. When you hit the captive ball shot, that collects the kid, and now the kid multi-ball shot will start flashing in that color, and you'll see on the pipe, on the LCD, you'll see steam coming out from around that kid to show that they're collected. Now, the little small circle on each kid shows they're completed. And to complete a kid, you have to do extra shots after you have qualified the kid.
This is going to be such an exciting
It
day.
varies for each kid what those shots are. Like, Augustus is a 2-shot combo of this and then this. You know, factory ramp immediately followed by left orbit. Veruca you complete by finishing her mode, which is the good egg, bad egg mode. Charlie you complete by finishing the fizzy lifting drink mode. Violet you complete by hitting gum targets when they are purple. Mike TV, there's just more cyan shots, I think, for him. So anyway, that's kids and that whole kid golden ticket. You get all 5, if you get all of the kid jackpots, you get all 5 kid jackpots, then you get, there's all 5 supers. Anyway, doing really well in Kid Multi-Ball gets you a golden ticket. Then there's a golden ticket for the Wonka-Vator. Wonka-Vator, when the super lock is on, you make the shot and it puts the ball up in the Wonka-Vator. Starts Wonka-Vator Multi-Ball when you've got 3 balls locked. During Wonka-Vator Multi-Ball, you want to make jackpot shots, which are blue and yellow flashing, until the gobstopper hole opens, and sink one in the gobstopper hole, which puts you up to level 2. Then you do it again, it puts you up to level 3. If you do it again, then you get the golden ticket. So then the last golden ticket, and this is actually supposedly the easiest one to get, these 12 inserts, there's 4 blue, 4 purple, 4 orange. Blue are factory modes, and you qualify factory modes by shooting this factory ramp until Wonka is lit on this tower, or on the LCD, if you look in the bottom right, the WON, when that spells Wonka, it turns around just to have a mode ready. Saucer starts it. So you have to clear 4 of those to get all the blues. The purples are Super X's. You get those by doing loop shots, which are left orbit or spinner shot. You see the purple flashing? Every time you do that, if you look at that loop meter in the bottom right, every time you get a loop shot, the loop meter goes up. And once it's all the way up, it turns around and has a Super X exposed. Saucer starts it. And lastly, captive ball. Every time you hit the captive ball, the little captive ball meter, which is the 3rd thing in the bottom right of the LCD, rotates until it finally opens to reveal a mode. And again, Saucer starts that. What you want to try and do is get all 3 of those things qualified before you hit the saucer, so then you're knocking out 3 modes at a time. And so once you've got all 12 done, you get a golden ticket, and then you can go to Wonka's office. Everything on this screen means something, and it's a little bit overwhelming at first. But I talked about the 3 things in the bottom right. I think those are probably clear. If they're not, let me know. Talked about the pipe on the left for the kid status. Mike TV's status is indicated in the upper right. Violet's status is indicated in the upper left. Augustus' status is the pipe across the top. You can see his head there stuck, screaming for help. What else? Candy jar. Candy jar, these candy cane in-lane awards increase that, and the higher the number in the candy jar, the better your spinner rewards are. So that's pretty much all that's about. And then computer awards, see that next computer award in 5? Computer awards increment from shooting ramps. And every time a computer award is there, it'll be a little piece of paper with what the award is. If you want that award, shoot the saucer and you collect it. So, that is more or less the long and short of the game. Now, there's strategy to this. Like, you don't want to do collect bonus, for example. Oh, bonus. Bonus is based solely on Wonka bars, and you get Wonka bars 2 ways. One, by shooting ramps when Wonka bar is lit, and there's 3 different ones currently doing that. 2, by shooting Super Spinner. And if you get over 200 Wonka bars, you go to Wonka bar ransom mode. And the little X next to the Wonka bar is your bonus multiplier, which is increased by bashing the Gobstopper machine. And so ideally, you want to have lots of bars, 200 or more, lots of multipliers, 7 or 8, before you do the collect bonus to get the best score.
Never wasted.
Anyway, yeah, it is a complicated game. It sounds more complicated than it is, kind of like Pirates. It's overwhelming at first, but once you get it, it's easy and makes sense. There's a lot of strategy in getting these 12 things going at the right times in the right order. That's kind of the main thing about this game. I'll try and speak to some of that as I play. Anyway, hope that was useful. People didn't know how to play Wonka.
Golden egg room is lit. Shoot the TV.
So you see as I'm ramping, I'm getting Wonka bars. I'm clearing the candy cane lane each time, which is increasing my candy jar. Yeah, I just hit 10 Wonka bars. Charlie is gold colored, or yellow or orange, whatever that is. So I'm basically qualifying his mode.
Well, rock, isn't it?
Okay, factory, yeah, his mode is now ready.
Captain Ball Mystery Award.
Big points.
So you see, mode ready, fizzy lifting drink room. If I shoot the saucer, it'll start that. But I would like to, get out of my way. I would like to get more loops first and get more Captain Ball hits first, if I can. So for now, I'm just going to sink this in a Gobstopper hole.
This is the most secret machine in my entire factory.
Ball 1 locked.
Alright. I don't want to start the mode yet.
Skill shot.
Well, it's yours too, John. It's a very simple.
Alright, Super Spinner's now lit, so that's good. So really all I need now is those loops.
Terrific pressure.
One. Alright, it's missed the loops. That's okay.
15-second ball saber.
So now we got Super Spinner on. When Super Spinner's on, we want to punish that spinner as much as we can and try and get those Wonka bars up to 200.
Shoot the left loop.
Shoot the camera round.
Golden bonus level reached.
Means we want to keep the ball up here. And keep making that shot.
Shoot the left round.
My dear Veruca, what a pleasure.
Shoot the Gobstopper.
That's 100. I don't think we're going to get the full 200 out of this Super Spinner.
Augustus, my dear boy. Always goes wrong.
Yeah, we didn't. But that's okay. So there's another way to get Super Spinner lit, which is making the kid multi-ball shot. If you make a kid multi-ball shot, it lights Super Spinner for one shot, basically. So you can do that to finish boosting yourself up to 200. But it's a hard shot. There it is. So we had 3 kids collected when we started that, so that's cool. Have a nice spinner rip. Up to 161 bars. You can't see this in the stream, but the Wonka Tower is green right now. And when it is green, it is addable if you make it. I think I just stacked in Gobstopper Multi-Ball, which is good. Yep, that's some of that strategy. You want to try and combine Gobstopper and Kid if you can. Because Gobstopper has a very shitty ball timer, and Kid has a really good one. And it'll give you more chance to collect Gobstoppers. So these multicolored shots are Gobstopper jackpot shots. And for every 3 we do, it opens up the hole to let us collect a Gobstopper. The hole's open now. Oh. Oh, double gobbed it!
Gobstopper jackpot.
If you can manage to get 2 in the hole at once, you get the double Gobstopper jackpot, which is awesome.
Welcome to the factory.
Dear friends, you are now about to enter the nerve center of the entire Wonka factory. Think it over.
Shit, double drain. Oh. Well, that wasn't bad. That was not bad. See where we are here. Wow, 1.7. Okay, and we're on ball -1. Alright, we're having a good game. Okay, so I want to top off the Wonka bars to 200, because there's thresholds. And what I mean by thresholds is, like, when you hit a threshold, anything above that gets lost on your next ball. So if you get to the 50 threshold and you get 65 bars, let's say, and you drain, your next ball you'll start with 50
My
bars.
TV is
200 is a threshold, and 300 is a
Shoot
threshold.
the captive
There's
ball.
10, 25, 50, 100, and 200, and 300. So ideally, we want to get at least 200 threshold so that every ball we have, we start with 200 bars and have a better bonus.
Shoot the spinner.
It happens every time.
Great.
Try that again. Nope. This is just kind of a bonus mode you get for your first golden ticket.
I want an Oompa Loompa.
It doesn't count towards progress of the game. Oh. Alright, that's that.
Oompa Loompa jackpot.
Oh, I'm actually still in it. Didn't expect that.
Hurry up, pilot.
The venting room is lit.
Damn it. Alright, 2.2 million. We got 2 Gobstoppers. This is going pretty well. The dots, if you look in the bottom right of the LCD, above the 3 indicators, you've got dots that show how many modes you've completed. So I've completed 2 of the 4 blues, 1 of the 4 purples, 2 of the 4 yellows or oranges. And when you skill shot, you get 1 of those advanced by 1. So. Okay. Superlock's still lit. See, my Wonka bar's drained. I had it up to 174, and I start this ball with 100 because I didn't get the 200 threshold.
Skill shot.
Which sucks.
Candy jar increase. Inventing room.
Oh my god, that sucked. Nothing you can do about a drain like that.
Skill shot.
See, a skill shot and it gave me a W for
Super
Wonka
lock is lit.
against the Blues.
Super lock is lit. Shoot the right loop.
Step in, Charlie. Grandpa Joe, sir.
Super lock 2.
Anybody have any questions about the rules? Is that, I mean, I know it's a lot to digest, but just like Pirates, it's lots of small things to understand that all come together.
There it goes. Hold on tight.
So this mode, we're going to
Not
shoot
exactly
blue and
sure
yellow
what's going
shots until the gobstopper opens and
Hold
sink the
on,
gobstopper.
everybody. Here it comes.
And to draw your attention to the LCD again,
Multi-ball.
the Wonkavator on the left there shows the status. The doors are open when the hole is open. Actually, it's open when we're in the mode.
Must show you this.
Two more. Now I need to hit the gobstopper. You see the gobstopper itself is flashing blue and yellow. Damn it.
2x
Alright, there it is. Now I gotta sink the hole.
Sensation.
Ah, shit. There it is. I didn't get it. Alright. Still don't want collect bonus. I want collect bonus when I've got a Super X going, I have more bars if possible, and more bar multipliers if possible, which right now is only 1x. I'm intentionally not skill shotting because I do not want to collect that. I'm going to hit the captive ball to cycle that through to the next captive ball award, which is 2x Wonka bars.
Wonderful to meet you.
Oh, bricked that shot twice in a row. Barely made it that time, wow.
The Candyman.
Shoot the left ramp.
Now ramps give double Wonka bars, but more importantly, the Super Spinner also gives double. So watch this.
Kid multi-ball. Terrific.
Wonka bar craze.
Now I'm back up to 173.
Shoot the ramps. Bonus head.
Lock is lit.
Phew, let's see those magnets grab the ball and make it change direction. Okay, stress time. I'm on my last ball, I think. Yes, I am. What's... Oh,
Very sorry for Wonka.
damn it! Oh, shit. I know, right? Good to see you, Maid. And yeah, it totally did like a 180, like the ball, like the spinner does on Pirates. Cool, man. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, Tuna. I think Wonka is a very misunderstood game, honestly. It came out and people are like, "Oh, it doesn't have audio with the video clips," and they don't. People don't immediately understand why certain callouts are happening, because all the callouts are related to the individual goals you're making. Like as you are completing Augustus shots, for example, to qualify him and complete him, you'll hear Augustus-related callouts. Same for Violet, same for Veruca, same for everybody. So it's like, at first, it sounds just like this random cacophony of like all these samples thrown together that you don't understand what's going on. But once you understand it, it's like, you know, it makes sense, and it actually is really good theme integration, I think. How big of a Pat Lawler fan in general am I?